Good morning. Thank you for starting your day with Good Day Charlotte.
7:39 right now, and Fox 46 is getting your family ready to head back to school.
And seeing the board in the classroom is important. We all know that. That's how you learn, right? Well, we've got a live look inside our green room. Dr. Corinne Weaver is here, and she put me to the test recently, literally, the eye test. We'll see if I passed. Coming up. Fox 46 is getting you ready for back to school. And as your student gets ready for reading, writing, and arithmetic, you're going to want to make sure that their eyes are ready as well. 1 in 4 children have a vision problem, which certainly affects their learning. Dr. Corinne Weaver is with us today, making sure that we can see things correctly. Nice to have you back.
Love to be
as
here.
Always. So this is interesting. You reached out to me a couple weeks ago, and you said, hey, stop by your clinic. Let's do an eye test. I don't have the best vision. I've had corrective lenses, contacts, and glasses since 4th grade. Still have them, and they're slowly getting worse, I think partly because of my age, but this is a huge problem, and I don't think a lot of people realize this could be a vision thing.
Well, eyesight and vision are different. Eyesight is actually your ability to see.
Okay.
And then when you're looking at your vision, it's the function. It's able to understand what you're able to see.
Oh, wow.
So that's why vision can be learned. And actually, it can be learned with focusing. And so what we notice with, like, babies learn how to walk, and they're on that horizontal plane. As they start going up and developing to the vertical plane, they actually that's when they start learning to track their eyes and see motions from, jumping around here and there. But your eyes have to work together as a team. And so with your eyes, what we noticed with your left and right eye, your right eye was a little distracted. And so we find with your brain, you have to be able to focus together to be able, because I know you noticed that you maybe have some focus issue.
Right.
As you're focusing, your brain has to work together with the left and right. And so we find people with neck tension, headaches, and I'm talking to teachers all the time, and they're having children in school having headaches, and this could be the issue because their eyes are not able to track the moving objects and be able to read and focus.
So we did this test, and it's called Right Eye, and some of the results were showing some of the images of my test, and so I got a 69. I do want to point out on the top line, it does say functional.
It is functional.
So I do want to let people know that I am functional. It's still questionable, but this was passing. But what were some of the results that we found as we were going through here? Like this, for instance, what are we looking at here?
So if you look at the eye stability, you're looking at the right eye. See how it's off to your right and it's not
like
into the center.
There. Okay.
Yeah, so you were actually given exercises to perform to help focus that right eye to get back into the center. And so when you're able to do those exercises and focus on a target and work on that peripheral vision, you'll be able to focus on the word connection better with your brain.
And this was an issue for me, horizontally speaking.
Yes, horizontally.
And that is for me, obviously, when I'm reading a teleprompter and here. But if you're in school right now, reading on the board or reading a book, I mean, could that pose focus issues?
Yeah, exactly. And also they have that tension, like I was talking about with headaches.
Yeah.
And so you think a kid is just lazy because they don't want to read, right?
Yeah.
Or kids are getting diagnosed with ADHD or learning disabilities, and it really may be because their eyes are not able to track that moving object.
This is crazy. I think we've got one more image that we wanted to put up there. Here we go. This showed some of the vertical.
Yeah, this is the vertical. And what we're finding even today is that children can focus more on vertical than horizontal. And I believe it is because we're always looking at a small screen. And so we're always focused on the small screen. And we're actually noticing kids lose peripheral vision. So we need to actually look left to right constantly. And that's dangerous as we're learning to drive at age 16.
Oh my gosh.
Because they're all focused on...
So with all of this technology that's at our hands now, what do we do with it? How do we, if people don't have access to testing like this, how do we try to train or strengthen up what's going on with our eyes?
Well, one object would just be to focus on an object and then turning your head left to right, going back and forth, and just center in and just get that head motion. And as you center in, it will focus that brain in the eyes. And I noticed that sports, I'm not going to tell you what professional athletes are doing this, but they're actually doing this test regularly to get better at performance.
Ooh, are they really? Okay. And reaction time, I know, is also affected by this. Give me one name.
No.
Oh, you can't do it.
I actually can't.
You almost did. I thought I was going to get you to do it. All right, Dr. Corinne Weaver. This is good. And if you have any questions or issues with your vision or your kids' eyesight as well, this is the perfect time. Get them in to see a specialist to be able to maybe help with their focus issues. So, all right, we're going to take a quick break, and I will see you in 2 minutes.